Hey guys, Nathan Masters here with Brick System Brothers. I wanted to do a video about buying Lego on eBay because that's how I've been buying a lot of bulk Lego, and I can usually get it pretty cheap. I feel like a lot of people know about buying Lego on eBay, but sometimes it's harder to be patient and to know like how to search for Lego on eBay and um, some of the price points for like buying Lego by the pound or buying a sealed set or something like that. So yeah, let's just get right into it and check out our eBay website here. Um, the website layout actually hasn't changed a lot, so we're not seeing a lot of things um, changing in terms of where you go to find Lego on eBay, which is nice. It's a pretty decent interface as it is. If we just start off by searching Lego, then you'll get some of the recommended stuff. I mean, this isn't filtered at all. I don't really have a script for today either, so we're just kind of gonna go with what we see. This is showing this set because I actually looked it up pretty recently, so I think it's actually it almost like auto-filled this set in particular, Battle of Atlantis. I was looking at this because it has some sand green 1x2 masonry bricks. But if we scroll down, so it shows me this right off the bat because it knows this is what I was already interested in. And then if you start scrolling down, it shows some other stuff based on my previous purchase history and buying habits and stuff like that. So yeah, the farther down we go, the less related it seems to be. But pretty soon you might start seeing bulk lots. And so I would say 90% of the time if I'm buying Lego on eBay, I am focused on buying a bulk lot, which instead of buying just a plain Lego set with a number, so 76101 would be this set here, retailed for about $10, now that's up. Instead of spending the same amount of money for retail or more in this case, I actually prefer to buy unsorted bulk Lego that's cheaper by the piece. So in the future I hope to do a video about comparing the price of Lego depending on where you buy it. Pretty standard price point is 10 cents a piece. So if you're buying brand new Lego, either like at Walmart or Target or different retail or actually directly from Lego, you're looking at about 10 cents a piece all across the range. There's a little bit of variance. 8 cents a piece is within reason. 14 cents a piece maybe for some licensed sets like Star Wars, but you know, average it out, you're pretty close to 10 cents a piece. So if you start looking at that weighting on eBay, you can still get within that range buying sealed sets. This is actually a pretty good deal for 40358 Being There Donut That, which was a Target exclusive. Josh and I bought this for $15 quite a while ago, so $13.71, free shipping. Yeah, that's a pretty good deal. So there are deals to be found on eBay, but buying sealed sets, you're generally going to be paying a little more or a lot more than they originally sold for, as we can see. Let's just look at a couple of the highly sought after sets like Lego, Cafe Corner. And right away we're seeing an open set, 100% complete, but it's been used already at $430, and it's 5 bids, 3 days left. I'm gonna guess this will go above 600. That's just the nature of the set. We look at sealed ones, $2,500. That's a lot of money for a Lego set, especially one that sold for, what was it, $150 originally. So the Cafe Corner is definitely in high demand. Can be found on eBay for a hefty price. How about another well-known Emerald Knight? This was a train set that Lego released a while ago and also commands quite the resale price on eBay. Open complete, $300. Sealed in the box, over $500. I think these could easily go for $1,000 in a couple more years, just depending on availability. So if you don't really have a budget, if you have unlimited money, eBay has plenty of the hard to find sets for a lot of money because that's where the market is right now. However, if you do have a budget like Josh and I, and you want to buy a lot of Lego for as cheaply as possible, you need to start looking at bulk. So Lego bulk lot is usually where I start, and a couple of sellers have sponsored positions right at the top of the list. Some of the first things you're going to want to look for are price by pound, because that is kind of the standard for selling bulk Lego. So when I first started buying bulk Lego, it seemed like most sellers that I found had about $10 a pound for Lego. And that's not a bad deal by any means, but there's definitely people selling it for cheaper, but it is harder to find. So starting out buying bulk Lego, if you do buy at about $10 a pound, that works out to 7 or 8 cents a piece, 5 cents a piece sometimes, depending if it's really small pieces and they pack it in pretty well. So even at $10 a pound, you're looking at doing better than a majority of buying new, which to me makes a lot of sense. Yeah, of course there's going to be knockoff pieces. It's going to be dirty probably. You're going to have to wash it. That's just the price you pay for buying bulk Lego a little bit cheaper than a brand new sealed set, in my opinion. And I don't have a problem with it. So, yeah, in general, if I am trying to find a good deal on bulk Lego, I just type in a Lego bulk lot. Sometimes I'll put a number of pounds, like 10 pounds. And if you think about, 10 pounds at $10 a pound, well, that's $100 already. Yeah, you're right. It does get a little expensive to buy a lot, but a pound of Lego, in my experience, probably buying over, goodness, how much Lego did I buy? 2018 was one of my highest years for buying bulk Lego. I probably bought 50 pounds worth that year on eBay. And averaged out, I kept track of all this stuff. I have numbers. I was getting about 400 pieces a pound. So depending on what's in the box, of course, usually you can see. Let's take a look at this one right here. Legos in bulk, clean, lot, sanitized, genuine. So yeah, that's another thing you want to look for. A lot of people selling fake Lego on eBay. Most of them have the decency to say, yeah, this is a knockoff brand, but you can usually spot it pretty quickly because it's marked down so much cheaper than genuine Lego. So let's go look at the description and see how much we're actually getting here. Each order includes half a pound of clean, sanitized Lego parts. If you order 2, you get 1 pound. If you order 4, you get 2 pounds. Alright, so now we can see that the picture isn't necessarily misleading, but you do need to go read that description to find out exactly what you're getting. And now we see that this $13.99 number is actually for half a pound of Lego, which works out to double this, $28 for a pound of Lego. That's outrageous. I'm not going to pay that much money, even with free shipping. No way. So maybe this listing a little bit misleading because it has this picture of all this kind of half-assembled pieces, totes of random pieces, maybe some minifigs even can be spotted. But what's actually going on here is when you order this $13.99, they're just going to these bins and pulling out half a pound, putting it in a box, and sending it to you. And depending on what they pull, you could actually get really interesting stuff, like that sail in there. If that's mixed in with some of these other pieces, you might actually be getting a good deal in the end, but the likelihood of that happening, not very high. So that's a good example of something that you really want to check the description to see what you're actually buying. In this case, you can actually order multiples and work your way up, but $14 for half a pound, not a good deal. I'm going to pass. Let's see what else we can find before, and this is without any filters at all. This is just typing in Lego bulk lot on eBay. This is what's for sale right now as of August 6th, 2020. Alright, here's an interesting picture. Let's see what they're selling. 200 pieces from bulk, great value, $8. Wow, this is actually, I have not seen where you can actually customize it this much before. You can choose by color. Okay, so in this case, the seller has actually done a little bit of pre-sorting. You can go through and say, I want 200 light gray Lego pieces. That's going to be from like this bag up here in the left corner. That looks like about 200 pieces. These look fairly clean and new as well. So actually decent work has been done here on this lot. Let's get some more info from the description. 200 pieces from bulk, sorted lot, random selection, choice of color and quantity. This is great value, offering 2 times the number of pieces compared to some other Lego listings. Quite true. Contact me if you have any questions or need specific pieces included in your order. Yeah, this is another thing I've noticed on eBay. For the most part, sellers are really good at communication. If you have a question about something in the picture, multiple times I've sent off a personal message and got a reply. A lot of times I've been able to knock a couple dollars off the total price. Sometimes the shipping default is for expedited, and I just say, hey, I'm interested in this lot, don't necessarily want to pay for expedited shipping, could you maybe knock that down? And yeah, most of the time that's really easy thing to do. I've heard back from pretty much everybody that I've messaged on eBay. There's been a couple cases where something didn't go through. I ordered this lot earlier this year. It sat for like a couple days, messaged the seller, hey, are you going to be able to ship this? They replied, yeah, just give me a couple more days. Waited another day. Turns out they had actually sold it right after or right before I bought it. But I got a refund. So yeah, my experience on eBay has been really positive. Seller communication has been a constant pretty much. I'm sure there's bad apples in the bunch, but haven't run into that so far, and I've done a lot of eBay shopping. So what are we actually looking at here? 200 pieces for $8, free shipping. Is this a good deal? Well, yeah, in a sense. You can actually choose exactly what you want to buy. The seller has plenty of pictures up here. Dark red can be a great color to get. Let's see if that changes the price. Yeah, dark red has a higher price, $12 for 200 pieces. So if we plug in, let's choose a pretty standard color. Red, still $12, okay. Where was that $8.99 coming from? Well, that's the default. So 200 pieces at 10 cents a piece is $20. So that's what you would see for a 200 piece Lego set on the shelf in Walmart, $20. Yeah, that makes sense. So in that sense of the item, $8 is a pretty good deal. Shipping is included in that as well. You can also bump up that quantity, so then you buy 400 pieces for $16. And that's still a pretty good deal. For that dark red, $12. That's still under our 10 cent per piece price point. So then in this case, if you're looking for a lower quantity of a specific color, looks like pretty genuine pre-sorted Lego, this is a pretty good deal. Maybe keep an eye on this one. Seems like this guy has plenty of stock, so Sherman Lego Man, add him to your eBay favorites or whatever if you want. Let's go back. Alright, that's enough just browsing. I'm going to narrow this down a little bit. Lego bulk lot, I'm looking for 10 pounds. And we are also going to filter by newly listed and see what we can get. So newly listed means it's been posted to eBay recently. There's less of a chance that someone else has seen it. For a buy it now especially, this can yield some pretty good results. And this is these exact settings was how I was able to find 30 pounds of Lego for $60 last year, which is a really good deal. And then it was another like 30 something for shipping. So 30 pounds of Lego for under $100, that works out to like $3 a pound for Lego. It's one of the best deals I've found on eBay so far. Ended up getting over 10,000 pieces in that lot, so that was probably the best deal I found to date, and it was just a matter of doing a little bit of filtering on the eBay search. So 10 pounds bulk lot with minifigures and base plates, $120 plus 40 shipping. This could be interesting. Whenever there's minifigs and base plates thrown in, there's that little extra value that's worth looking at, especially if it is older Lego, because you might find something actually pretty interesting mixed in here. There's Scooby-Doo down in the corner, a little Shaggy minifig. Pretty standard 32 by 32 base plate. So some of these soccer 8 by 16 with that spring-loaded minifig stand. That looks like a microfighter, so that's actually pretty recent. There's a crayon. A pretty standard mixed lot here, and a Rubbermaid bin. 10 pounds, well, that was my search term, so a good place to start. $120, that's over $10 a pound. So maybe if you don't want to look a whole lot deeper for Lego, this isn't a half bad deal. You could probably get, how many pieces in here? If I had to guess, 400 pieces times 10. Yeah, there's probably about 5,000 pieces in this bin. Minifigures, Star Wars, Lord of the Rings. Oh, those are good minifigs. Lord of the Rings. 2 10-pound lots for slightly higher price. Better overall value. So you can, sometimes sellers will list multiple items, and you can actually combine those for less than it would be to buy both of them separately. Something to keep an eye on. And that's the first listing. That was probably posted within the last couple of hours. I think I found that 30-pound deal on like the 4th page down, 3rd page in to eBay search results. So yeah, time investment wise, it can pay off. It's a combination of patience and luck, because maybe that's the day someone posted their entire childhood on eBay for $100, their entire childhood collection of Lego 1999 original release Star Wars sets complete with the minifigs. That would be an amazing deal. That does happen, but you have to get pretty lucky. And the other reason I'm looking at buy it now is because that's pretty much guaranteed first come first serve. If you start looking at auction, you can find really good initial offers where you're putting in $5 for a 5-pound lot of Lego, but then other people are going to find that and put in their own bids, and pretty soon you're at $50, and we're back to where we started, $10 a pound. So you didn't really get anywhere. Buy it now. Combination of auction and buy it now has been best results for me. 1 pound of Lego bulk lot parts, randomly assorted, $10 a pound. Pretty standard. Anything under $5 a pound is pretty much a go for me. Just browsing through, $7 a pound. Sometimes I will take that as well. Huge Lego lot, 10 plus pounds, $85, 40 shipping. Yeah, shipping can come back and bite you sometimes, because it does cost a lot of money to ship 10 pounds of Lego. It's generally a bigger priority mail box or bigger. And that's just the reality of buying online. It usually needs to be shipped. On the rare occasion it's in your vicinity, you could offer to go pick it up and try to negotiate something with the seller. But that has never happened in my 4 years of buying Lego online. I was able to do that on Bricklink one time. We had a seller, I'm in Ames, they were in Ankeny. I just drove down to Des Moines and I was out running errands. Happened to be close enough to stop by, and yeah, didn't have to pay shipping. So that's kind of cool. If you live in a bigger city, this could maybe work out pretty well. But at that point, I would say you might actually be better off looking on Facebook Marketplace, which could be a separate video. But eBay, count on paying shipping, and count on at least $10 for any size Lego lot. If you're up above 5, 6, 7, 8 pounds, you can count on $20. Up above 10 pounds, you can count on $40, $30. Depending on if they're going priority mail, expedited, USPS, UPS, FedEx, whoever they're using, those can vary plus minus $10. But you do need to factor that into your consideration and your overall price. 10-pound lot. Oh, this looks interesting. What do we have here? Lego bulk lot pieces assortment, Pirates blocks, Ferrari clean. Alright, straight to the description. I bought a bunch of used Legos about... You're going to see a lot of this if you start looking on eBay. This is... What in the world? Guys, it's Lego. 4 letters, all caps. L-E-G-O. There's no S. There's no apostrophe. Anyways. About 10 years ago, when my daughter was playing with toy horses, used them to build stables and arenas. Interesting. Her toy horse days are long over, and these need a new home. Fair enough. Pirates of the Caribbean pieces, Ferrari racer, a bunch of other stuff. Okay, why did you buy these sets to build horse stables? That's what I want to know. They're clean, they weren't used outside. Well, I should hope not. So, a pretty good mix of our standard bricks here, 2x4. In this case, I'm actually going to be really careful about this lot because these were not initially bought to be Lego pieces that are played with and built as Lego. They were actually bought to be used as something else, to build a horse stable. So if I had to guess, I would actually say that these 2x4s are most likely knockoff, like Mega Bloks or something. The Ferrari, that looks genuine. What else did she say was in here? Pirates of the Caribbean? I don't see any of that. There's a squid in there. Not a great picture. Okay, there's some older minifigs in here. That's definitely a knockoff piece right there in the middle. There's some Technic. Yeah, this 2x4 down here in the bottom left corner of the expanded image is a knockoff Lego piece. You can just tell, look at that red compared to the red in that Technic next to it. It's a different like finish almost on the plastic. So to me that's saying, and here's another 2x4, that the bottom of that is a different mold type. This is a really mixed lot of some decent old Lego, but also some knockoff brands. When you add up the price of the lot and the shipping, 65 plus 15 is $80. So 10 pounds for under $10 a pound. If this was all Lego, this would be a good deal. Unfortunately, it is not. Looks like it could be 70% Lego. A lot of these bulk bricks are just going to be your knockoff brand that you want to avoid. So run away from that one. Here's another interesting grouping. Probably all the same seller here. Color sorted and per pound. So what we're doing here is, again, sellers just taking a handful, putting it in a box until they have a pound, sending you that. Although this is pretty high, this is priced pretty high. Great condition, bulk pound lot, approximately 4,000 pieces. So this is a 10-pound lot of yellow. And that 4,000 pieces, yeah, that's probably pretty close. These look like they're slightly bigger. There's some Technic stuff in here. So that's a pretty good estimate. But yeah, $10 a pound, again, you're going to be getting a better deal price per piece wise at that point, especially if they're smaller pieces. But we're still looking at used Lego, possibly dirty Lego. And even in this case, there's always going to be some stuff that slips through. Like, here's kind of sneaky, look at the bottom, stock photo, not actual item. So this isn't even a picture of the lot they're selling. It's probably a pretty good indication of what you're going to get. It's a good mix of yellow Lego pieces. But almost every single Lego lot I bought on eBay has been about 96-97% genuine Lego. There's always something that slips through. So that pricing when you start looking at price per piece, you have to start accounting for that a little bit. 100% genuine Lego, 10-pound lot, clean, sanitized. It's not bad. No figures. Yeah, a lot of sellers have started to realize that taking the minifigs out of a bulk lot and selling those separate, you can actually make a lot more money. Minifigs can run $2, $3, $4, $5 for even just your regular ones, and then some of those specialty figs start getting really, really expensive. So if someone knows what they have, they can pull all these minifigs out of a bulk lot, sell those separate for a lot more. $90 shipping? You're crazy. I've got to see how that's been calculated. $90 expedited shipping from New York to Iowa. That's gonna add up. So in this case, if I really wanted to buy this lot, which I don't, I'm not seeing a lot here that I'd be interested in, I would message the seller and say, hey, expedited shipping is pretty expensive. A lot of times, if you have your address in eBay, this is actually calculated automatically. So the seller won't even know that this is estimating $90 in shipping for you. It just gets done automatically. You can say, hey, expedited shipping is estimated at $90. Is there any way that you could ship this to me cheaper? And usually they can. Sometimes it's just an extra hassle for them, and so they want to use that default. Again, like, a lot of this is up to the seller. Like, they have control over their own listing. You can ask for a better price, but at the end of the day, if they want $150 for that, they can say no to you. They don't have an obligation to bring that price down for you. So finding a good deal on eBay, like I've been talking about, is really a matter of persistence. You're not going to find, I'm not going to say this, you probably won't find 30 pounds of Lego on eBay for under 100 on your first day of looking. So I've been buying Lego on eBay since 2016. 2018 is when I was really buying a lot, and I've kept track of all the data, all the pricing, how many pieces. Yes, I actually counted how many pieces were in each lot. So I have a pretty good idea now of what to expect from eBay lots. I've actually slowed down buying this year, 2020, quite a bit. I felt like I've accumulated enough for now. We'll definitely be buying more in the future, but yeah, just doing this for 4 years, learned a little bit. If you buy under $10 a pound, you can't really go wrong, but you can definitely find cheaper if you have a little bit of patience and a little bit of persistence. One more thing I did want to mention for this video, as it's pretty relevant, is this website created by John Creighton. There's actually a lot more to the site, but this specific page is kind of a web scraper that just goes through eBay and looks for the cheapest bulk buy of Lego. If it searches the listing titles for a weight, and then it tries to divide that weight by the price to get a price per weight. So $5 per pound. I think it sorts it by the cheapest. Let's just click this link here and see what we've got. It's already ended. This just ended 3 minutes ago. So 20 pounds Lego bulk mixed. It looks like it was in this tote. No one bid on it. Interesting. This will probably be relisted. $5 a pound is a pretty good deal. This looks like a pretty decent lot, so something to keep an eye on. Next one up is $8.99 a pound. Let's see what this one is here. 10-pound box, large bulk bags, $55 plus 20 shipping. So right now, this could be yours for 75 bucks. $10, that's under that $10 price point. I think it's like what, $7.50 a pound. Yeah, looks like good stock here. Pictures aren't great, but already bagged up. I don't see too many minifigs. That is a pretty average lot, actually. This is a pretty good general description of what you're likely to find on eBay with a little bit of searching. 662, 713. This one looks interesting. What do we have here? 20 pounds bulk mixed. One of these totes. Yep, looks pretty good. Some of these older dual molded rock slopes, those are nice to grab. Starting bid $99, free shipping. Okay, so the shipping cost has actually been factored into the item listing here. 3 hours to go on this one. 20 pounds, $100, that's $5 a pound. I might have to put a bid on this one, guys. That's not bad. Not bad at all. So this site is worth a look. Although, just a word of caution, $389 a pound would be great if this was Lego, but it's not. So I don't know why that's on here. Here's a bunch of Duplo. If you're into Duplo, that's good, I guess. But the first two items do not look very relevant here. This is, again, you can sort by best, newest, and auction. So the best one tries to find cheapest overall. This is probably a buy it now. Yep, buy it now. 2 available. 9-pound lot. Priority shipping for free. So again, shipping factored into the cost here. $50. This is what I ended up buying. I probably bought like 5 of these boxes in 2017 and 2018. Of course, looking at the pictures, there's actually some knockoff, some dirty stuff in here. For about $50. Yeah, it's just over $5 a pound. Decent deal. What does the description say? Yeah. 9 pounds lot. What do we have here? This is probably 3,500 pieces for $50. So let's just crunch the numbers real quick. Price per piece is $50, 5,000 cents divided by 3,500. 1.43 cents a piece. You're not going to find that in a new sealed Lego set. Pretty much the only way to get Lego that cheap is buying used on eBay. That's assuming that this is 100% genuine Lego, which it is, of course, definitely not. That 8x8 plate, it looks like a knockoff to me. Those 1x4s could just be really dirty Lego. That yellow plate over on the right side is too thick, so that would probably be a Tyco plate. Maybe an 85% actual Lego lot here. So in that case, to get an estimate, we need to take 3,500 times 0.85. So we're actually looking at just under 3,000 pieces here for $50. So 5,000 cents divided by 3,000. Actual price here is more like 1.7 cents per Lego piece. That's still a good deal. I mean, come on, guys. That's not bad at all. You're going to have to do a little bit of cleaning and sorting. But at the end of the day, if you're just looking for cheap Lego, it's a pretty good deal. Yeah, not bad. So I will link to John Creighton's page here, Buy Bulk Lego by the Pound, down in the description. Check it out. Just wanted to get the discussion going on buying bulk Lego from eBay. Where was that really? Yeah, this is a pretty decent deal. In general, buying by weight is a better deal for a higher weight. That's why when I was initially looking at bulk lots, I typed in this 10 pounds specifically. If you type in 2 pounds, there's still deals to be found, but it's very hard to find smaller lots at $5 and under per pound. So in general, you're going to have to start at about 10 pounds to find something with that kind of value. Like I said, the best value deal that I found to date has been that 30-pound lot for just under 100, which is insane. But you're not going to find that if you're looking for little $2, little $5 bulk lots. So don't be afraid to look higher. Save up a Lego budget maybe for an entire month. Go without buying Lego. And then at the end of the month, look around on eBay. Instead of spending $100 on 1 or 2 hidden side sets for about 1,200 pieces, you could spend $100 on 20 pounds of Lego bulk
It's probably close to 10,000 pieces in this bin, and that's a good deal to me. If that's not what you're looking for, then that's not a good deal. But Lego is Lego at the end of the day. Yeah, it's used, might be a little dirty. You can clean it up. That's a little bit of the investment, right? You have to put in a little work to get that kind of payoff. A lot of sorting too. Lots of sorting. All right. So that's enough about buying Lego on eBay. If I have more to say on this in the future, I'll probably do another video. But we're getting a little long, and keep your eyes open because eBay has a pretty high turnover. Stuff is going within 2-3 days. New stuff posted all the time. Just a couple things to keep in mind. Don't forget about shipping because that can add up. You're looking at $10-$20 pretty much any bulk Lego purchase. The higher the bulk weight, usually the better you can get the deal. Just kind of a rule of thumb. Doesn't hold true all the time, but save up a little more money, and then if you have that budget at the end of the month or even after 2 months, save up enough money to buy a bigger lot like this because it's worth it. It's easier to find. It's generally a better deal at the end of the day. You're also going to find trash and knockoff pieces in these Lego lots. It's not sealed in a box from the factory. Pennies, dirt, Mega Blocks, Tyco, it all gets mixed in. This has been on some kid's bedroom floor for 7 years, so it gets a little gross sometimes. You have to be willing to get your hands a little dirty. Definitely want to wash this stuff because it's used, and that's again factoring into that price of why you can get this for cheap. Alright guys, thanks for watching Brick System Brothers. Like I mentioned, I do want to look more in detail at this kind of stuff. Probably do a different video in the future related to buying used Lego in general, but this specifically for buying on eBay. Pretty handy site right here from John Creighton, so that link is down below. And we'll see you next time on Brick System Brothers.